Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Darkstar back with another video. I know I've been gone for a little while. School and work again, you know what I'm saying? Finals, working in retail. It's just not a fun combination. Fourth quarter of the year, you know what I'm saying? It's really bad. So, had to take a few days off to get all my finals out the way. Still got a few more coming up these next few weeks, but got some time. Want to make a quick video just talking about a couple things that have been happening lately, you know what I'm saying? This past week has been kind of crazy. There's been a lot of stuff coming out from a lot of information that's been coming out, right? But not a lot of it's been like blowing my mind or anything. It's been really interesting stuff. It's been nice to hear. All good, positive stuff as always, but nothing mind blowing or anything. But you know, gonna go over a couple stuff with you guys. I just felt like making a video today, to be honest with you. But if you guys ever do want to know when I'm gonna be posting another video, just hit me up on Twitter. You guys can follow me there. I'll usually post, if I ever take more than a day or two to make a video, I'll usually post the day before I'll upload the next video. Say, hey guys, I'm going to be posting a video tomorrow. I'm back. I'm not dead. Stuff like that. So just want to let you guys know. So yeah, you know those rumors about the whole Zelda not coming out launch day for the Switch? Yeah, that's looking like it's probably not gonna happen. Like I just don't see it coming out March, guys. Like if you guys go on Nintendo's homepage, there's now a teaser page for Breath of the Wild, and in big bold letters, as soon as you open it up, the first thing it says is "The Venture Begins 2017." Like, what happened to March, Nintendo? Like what happened to March 2017? Like that's just gone now. They're just sticking to this 2017 launch, you know, year instead. Like, it's so unbelievable how we don't even have a month for this game. Like it's just frustrating, guys. I really don't see this game coming out this year, or not this year, but at launch of the Switch anymore. It's looking like a summer release to fall release. If they do anything, I say Pokemon in summer, Zelda in fall. At the worst, if not best case scenario, is the other way around, Zelda in summer. But it's looking like it ain't coming out in March for the launch of the system. I think we just got to get to that point already. Like we got a month and a half, guys. A month and a half left until this Switch reveal finally happens. A month and a half until we finally get some information about these damn games. A month and a half until we finally get some information about when this Zelda game is finally coming out, dudes. So we ain't got too much longer to wait, but still a little bit more time. So yeah, that's a thing. The Adventure Begins 2017. That's just great. That's fucking amazing. Anyways, next is some more information about these Western developers. Take-Two and EA have had more great things to say about the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo in general. As for EA's president Peter Moore, he kind of just goes off on a long tangent about how Nintendo's always been in the industry. You know, we've already announced that we're bringing a big game to the system. You know, you can't ever doubt Nintendo. You can't ever count them out of a new generation, especially at the very beginning. So he kind of says the stuff that he normally says. Still really, really good to hear. Not gonna lie, still good to hear. But you know, nothing that we haven't already heard from him before, anyway. So not as exciting as coming from Take-Two or someone like Bethesda, stuff like that. But still, thumbs up nonetheless. Good shit. So this is what the president of Take-Two, Karl Staloff, had to say about Nintendo and the Switch. With any new hardware, there's always an element of wait and see, and the install base is going to drive a lot. So right there, they're talking about like their level of support that they're gonna have for the system. We're very intrigued and excited about it. The Nintendo folks, I think, are making a great effort to reach out to third-party developers, which I think is fantastic. I would say we're very optimistic, and they're good partners. We're excited to work with them in the future on it. Okay, so that's pretty much them saying Nintendo is going out of their way to talk to these developers, and that's something that we're not used to hearing. Nintendo normally doesn't go out of their way to talk to these third-party developers. They'll talk to who they feel, you know, will most likely be there regardless, like EA, like Ubisoft. But developers are like I said, Take-Two, and Bethesda, From Software. Those guys, like, you gotta come to them. They are not gonna be running towards you with a new IP. They will not do that, and they're not even gonna come at you with their existing IPs. You gotta go out of your way to talk to developers like these guys. So the fact that the president of Take-Two is coming out and saying that Nintendo is trying really hard to talk to these developers, just a fantastic sign, and it's really, really good to hear. Look, guys, like, I know I say this in like almost every other video that I make, but this is just great. This is really, really, really good. Like, people say, oh, they're just saying this because they have to. Like, no, Bethesda, Take-Two, like, they don't need to say these things. EA and Ubisoft, I can expect them to, I expect them to say stuff like this because it's a new console. You know, they want to make sure they're on the bandwagon if it does take off. But Bethesda, Take-Two, developers like those guys, they don't need to say a damn thing. They only care if they really can see this thing being a success. If they don't see it being a success, they don't give a flying fuck about it. And they will be straight up and they will be honest. Like, look, we are not making anything for the system. We don't know anything. You know, they'll come out and they will say that we're not, you know, in talks with Nintendo. They haven't contacted. They will let you know that they don't know. Like, they will tell us. They said that when the Wii U was about to launch and Bethesda was talking about how they weren't sure what Nintendo was doing with the system because they haven't been talking to them. They haven't told them anything, and they weren't making anything for the system. They were being legit. They just did not know what the fuck was going on, and they were honest. They were straight up with us, and they told us. Now we're hearing the complete opposite from these developers. These aren't just regular, you know, oh yeah, I made a game, you know, and it sold, you know, 20,000 copies, you know, across 2 platforms. This isn't some no-name third-party, you know, Western dev. These are the biggest names in the industry, and they are all on board with this system. And that's, you can't discredit that. That is an undeniably good fact, as an undeniably great thing to be happening for this system. So people like to downplay it a lot. I'll admit people like to overhype it a lot at the same time, but at the end of the day, this is still great. This is still very important, and it's still good to hear. Next up, we got, I believe Jeff Keighley was, I think it was on Twitter, he was tweeting out, talking about the Game Awards. I think that's tomorrow, December 1st. Yeah, it's tomorrow, December 1st. So yeah, he came out saying his usual spiel every year. He kind of says the same thing. Oh yeah, it's going to be super exciting, all these game announcements and game reveals. It's going to be great, guys. Tune in. And then we watch it, and it's only like 1 or 2 things that are pretty good, you know. Look, honestly, the only reason why people are going to be watching this thing is for the new Breath of the Wild gameplay that Nintendo's going to be showing off. Now, people were saying that they think, oh, it's going to be the Switch version. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to be showing off the Switch version until they're ready to show off everything about the Switch, which is not going to be until January 12th. So, I think what they'll probably do is show us the final build for the Wii. The Wii version is done, guys. That game is up and ready to go on the Wii U. They could launch it right now if they wanted to. That game is done. They're probably going to be showing us the final build of the Wii U version. They're probably going to be addressing some of the concerns that people had about the initial gameplay that they showed off at E3 this year. How people were saying, oh, it looks cool, but it's so empty. Where are all the people? Where are all the towns? I think they'll probably show off a little bit of that. They're not going to go too deep into details. They don't want to spoil anything. They don't want to show off characters that, you know, any new characters in the game. But they also want to address those concerns that people had about it. You know, in terms of like, oh, where's the villages? Where are all the people? Stuff like that. So I'm sure they'll show off that. That'll rest people's fears, and everyone can finally be on board and have zero reason to be worried about this game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure it'll probably look a little bit better. We'll probably see a little bit more action. Hopefully we get a boss fight. I really want to see another boss fight. That's one thing I want to see, but we'll have to wait and see. That's probably gonna be the only fucking thing there at the awards that people are gonna care about. We might get you know, a few other, you know, surprises here and there, maybe from like other developers, stuff like that. But as far as Nintendo goes, that's probably it. I don't think we'll see the Switch version. I don't think we're going to see any Switch game announcements. I think it's just going to be the Wii U final build version of Breath of the Wild. We can finally see, you know, some more details in terms of villages and stuff like that. But that about wraps up this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the support. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to be posting whenever I'm going to be uploading videos the day before, or probably the same day on my Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, you'll probably be able to tell when I'm going to be uploading a video before you even see it on your subscription feed on here. So if you have any questions, hit me up on Twitter or hit me in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.